Episode 26 of making a survival game in Godot, and last time we made this start screen, which is very ugly, but it's here, and it has some options, some things, and today I want to start working on the UI design, start figuring out what the fuck I want, but before I do that I still have to add a pause menu, because we don't have that. Thankfully that's pretty simple. I can pretty much just copy the start menu because it's gonna have the options, it's gonna have the return to start menu, and it's gonna have, you know, return to game. So pretty cool. So just a new scene of user interface, and it's named pause menu. And if I just paste what I have here, you can see that we now got this, and we can just have resume, options, and start menu here. And now we just have to make a script that will control the functionality of this, which should be simple. Now if you start, you can see the pause menu. We still can't do anything because we have to implement it with the HUD controller or the UI controller. Alright, so I did some fixing. Well, I finally added the functionality, so now you can resume, and you can't click while in here or move or look around or reload actually. There's options still work, and yeah, start menu also works, and no bugs or no errors at all, which I'm really surprised by. But yeah, this is quite simple actually for the non-interacting part. What I actually did in the UI controller is I have three variables, which are kind of not important. Is in crafting, is in inventory, and now is in pause. And then I also have an on-toggle overlay. Now, overlay is anything from the inventory to the crafting system to the pause menu, anything that might stop the player from like experience or interacting with the game. And then I call those whenever I enable the pause menu, enable the crafting UI, enable the inventory, and all this does, it's a signal, and then I just have the player subscribe to it with the callable, and I have the interaction subscribe to it, and now it's just kind of very well implemented. So signals are a great thing. And yeah, now we gotta think about the design approach we're gonna take. Give me a moment. If you didn't know, there's this great website called Game UI Database, and it has, well, it has what it says it does. It has the UI of pretty much all the games, so you can go and look for inspiration if you're kind of stuck a bit. And for example, you could go to genres and maybe go survival or something. Yeah, survival, and then it will show you all the survival games. And you can just click and see what those games do. I really like this one though. This also reminds me of The Long Dark. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, this reminds me of The Long Dark as well, which is where I took the inspiration for the resource bars here. But I do really like this simple, and somebody did comment that maybe taking it simply, but also just playing with the color, maybe not going with gray and white, maybe going with something like beige and blue. I think that's what they said on the last video. So we might just do that, because I do really feel like going over the board, like, but I don't know, which game has it over the board? Like, yeah, with something like this. Is this, what's this? Is this Dark Souls? Yeah, okay. Yeah, going with something like this I think would be too much for the style that I have in the game. So maybe like Kona and The Long Dark should take inspiration. Kona is a bit different because, from what I can see, it doesn't really have any UI. That's the whole point. But yeah, it does have some controls though. Okay, but The Long Dark, I mean, you can't hate on Long Dark. Yeah, I really do like it, and the little kind of smoky grunge textures are really cool. But I don't know if I'll do that. I do have a different idea, so we'll see. Yeah, I should probably get started on that. Okay, let me try and do something. I'll let you know as soon as I find out if it works. Okay, so I did something. You can tell me if it looks good or not, but I like it. So now we have just plain text that just works, and then whenever you hover over, you get this kind of cool frame around it, and when you press, it goes orange for a bit. Now, why orange? I don't know. I just like orange, and I'm definitely not gonna keep orange. It's a bit too much, but there should be some color of the game, you know? Every game has its own color. Like, everybody knows that. But yeah, I'll keep the orange for now, but there should be some other color. But I think it looks cool, and now it works with all the buttons, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does. So that's amazing, because I changed it in the theme that I already have applied to all the buttons, and now you can see that the buttons look really cool here. I still have to play around with the text color or something. I'm not sure. Font. So now, because there was a little bit of yeah, now it's no hovered. What the fuck? There's still a bit of change on that. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, now it's white always. Cool. But I'm not sure why this had... Oh, okay, now it works. Okay, amazing. I like that. Okay, that's a good choice. One good choice that I made. Now we just gotta take care of the inventory and everything else. Yay! Thinking about it now, I kind of don't like the font that I have, so I just downloaded a new one. Or found a new one. It's called Tall, Dark, and Handsome, I'm pretty sure. Looks like this. So we're gonna try and swap it out on the theme. Hopefully that should be pretty simple. That was pretty simple. Cool. It's very minimal. Minimalistic, not minimal. I kind of like that it's so small, but then again, that might be good. Nah, it's too small. Let me go find another one. Okay, I kind of like this one, because it's kind of low poly. If you take a look around the edges, it kind of fits, and it fits with this style that I try going for here. So I think I might keep this one, and it also goes well with the other font that we have. So I think I'm keeping this one for now. Next thing, I want to try and do something for these icons, because they're not doing much to me, okay? And for all this, I'm just using Blender, because why not do it in Blender? I mean, you do get a PNG out of it, you're not doing vector graphics, and I just prefer Blender. I mean, I know how to work in Blender quickly, so I guess that's it. I made a similar thing that I did with the buttons. I just did it for the icons, and I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. Let me show you here. So it's a bit of a, you know, just some edges and stuff, a bit random kinda. I think I like it. No, I like it. I don't think. I like it. It's pretty cool. Now I just have to do something for the panel containers as well, and I think I might just do the same thing I did for this, just without this. Yeah. I just have to make it bigger then. Okay, so first thing I did for the containers is something like this. And I can just quickly show you how that looks. And that looks like this, which is okay, but I feel like it's too much. So what I did, because I'm smart, I just hid the background and went with like an outline look. And now it looks like this, and I'm kinda digging it, but kinda not. Because it looks random, it looks low poly, it looks like, I don't know, it just makes sense. I think I'll keep it this way until you guys tell me it sucks, then I'll change it. But yeah, I really like it, and I also like the dark theme that we have going on. Okay, I played a bit with the settings, I think it looks even better now. Yeah, it just expands more. I really like it for some fucking reason, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. It looks cool. Yeah. I like it. Alright, let's do something about the resource icons here. Or at least change the color or something. Okay, I did something. Again, I always do something. That's always the thing I say. You can see that now the progress bar has a bit of texture to it, you know, makes it a bit interesting. if you could say so. Let me just, how do I, okay, yeah. You can see it, I just think it works with the low poly style well. It's kind of hard to see. I might make everything bigger later, I might not, we'll see. But yeah, I kind of like the thing we're going for. What else did we want to do? Oh, I want to get rid of this ugly red X and make it pretty. Yeah. Well, it actually, you can't see the difference, but it's there and it's a darker color, so we're happy with that. It actually looks like this. I think it's pretty cool. It might, as I said, things might get bigger or smaller later, so I'll just keep it like this for now, and if it doesn't get bigger, like, you know, who cares? That's what I also say to myself. That was a joke, by the way. I don't think we could do much more. I just kind of like how this looks. Yeah, I'll wait for you guys to tell me if this is okay or not. If it isn't, hey, we'll change it. But if you guys like, I think this might be a bit too dark, but you guys can tell me that. So yeah, I'll just leave it here for now, and then I'll get the feedback, I guess. Best way to proceed, I guess. And also, I just figured out I can make the game 1920 by 1080 and not 1280 by 720, so you guys can enjoy the full screen now. Thanks for watching, until the next update, I guess, and I'll see you then. Bye now.